Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're creating this really beautiful warm bronzy rose gold look. I really enjoyed how it came out. I hope you guys love it as much as I do. Be sure to subscribe before you leave today, and let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Today for eyeshadow, I'm going to be working from the Morphe eyeshadow palette. This is the Morphe Shadow Palette 3502. It has really great colors. I've actually never used this palette before, so I'm curious to see how it turns out. You guys know that I already love Morphe products already, so I'm sure it's not going to let me down, but let's see how it goes. And before I jumped on camera, I actually went ahead and applied my brow products and an eyeshadow primer already just to save some time for this video. So the first shadow that I'm going to go into is this very first shade right here in the corner. They don't have the names. Oh, I lied. Yes, they do. They have this little sheet. This is the shade Universal. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that up in a nice big fluffy brush. Tap off the excess. And I'm going to be buffing this right above my natural crease. Going back into the palette, I'm going to pick up the shade right here called Risky. I'm going to pick that up on a Morphe M433 brush. It's just another crease brush. And I'm going to focus this color right in the crease, so below that color that we just placed. And I am going from outer corner all the way to the inner corner as well in my crease. Once you're finished with that color, we're going to jump back into the palette and pick up the shade Polished. This is a shimmer shade, so the other two that we were using is a matte shade. I'm going to pick that color up on a Morphe M4. I'm going to pick that up on a Morphe M124 brush. It's just a flat synthetic brush, so it really picks up pigment. I'm going to be placing this shadow across my entire lid. I'm going to go back into the palette and pick up the shade Brave. It looks like a matte burgundy shade, and I'm going to do a halo effect. So I'm going to first place the brush right on the outer edge and just take really light circular motions just to keep the product right here on the outer edge and not anywhere closer in towards the eye. And then I'm also taking that same brush and just placing it on the inner corner as well. Again, wherever you first place your brush is where you're going to get the most pigment. So you want to make sure that wherever it's first going is where you want the most pigment to be. I'm going to go back in with that flat brush in that nice coppery shimmer rose gold shade. And I'm going to press this right in the center of the lid again just to give it a little bit more pigment. Now that we've done some blending, we took away a little bit of that shimmer shade. Then I'm going to go back in with a clean fluffy brush and just start to buff out the edges on the top. I want to make sure that everything looks really soft and diffused and not like harsh lines. Let's go ahead and move on to the rest of the face. I'm going to be trying out the Wet n Wild foundation again. You guys seen a first impressions that I did a while back on one of my recent videos. I wasn't the biggest fan with it, but I am going to try to mix it with Tarte Rainforest of the Sea drops to see if it'll make it look a little bit better, not so dry, because you guys know that I am very dry. And this foundation actually accentuated my skin texture, so most foundations don't. So let's see if this makes it better. I also don't like that this is a spatula. But that's what you get when you pay like $3 for a foundation. So I'm going to be using my Japanesque buffing brush. I don't know the name of this, don't know the number, so I'm sorry, but it's just like a kabuki brush. So all I'm going to do is shake up the Rainforest drops. I'm going to put a few on the brush. I'm going to work on half the face at one time. That way it doesn't dry too quick. Also, I just remembered now that I put my hair back, I don't think you can tell on this side, but on the other side you'll be able to tell. I had cupping done today, so my skin has some purple marks, so don't be alarmed. That definitely made it go on a lot smoother, so that's helpful. This is my second time using it since the first impression, so I haven't really had the chance to play around with it on how to apply it. I think in the first impression I also applied it with the beauty sponge as well, so maybe a brush works better. It still smells terrible though. This foundation smells terrible. Let's just go ahead and move on to the other side of the face. For concealer, I'm going to go in with the Smashbox 24 Hour Wear Concealer. This is in the shade Fair. I'm just gonna brighten up underneath the eyes, just because we are a little bit darker on the lids. You wanna make sure that you really balance out the rest of your face, so make sure that your under eye is balanced and brightened. You don't wanna be dark on the eyelid and underneath the eye. Sorry guys, my camera died, but what I was saying is that I just went ahead and pressed that concealer in. And actually, I can tell you so far since applying that foundation with the drops, it actually made a world of a difference. Like, my skin actually looks better than normal, so maybe the foundation isn't as bad as I really actually thought it was. So, from here, we are going ahead, that didn't make any sense what I just said. From here, we're gonna go ahead and go in with my Candy Johnson Too Faced pressed powder. I'm just gonna take this on a big fluffy brush and just press that into the skin just to set it all and keep it all in place. From here, I'm gonna use the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. You guys know this is one of my favorite bronzers. I'm gonna use this on my Bare Minerals Flawless Face Brush and just apply this to the outer edges of my face. I also always like to bronze my forehead, just so, again, everything looks balanced. And because I want to be a little bit extra bronzy, I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay Naked Illuminating powder. This is actually in the shade Lit, and it's just like a really nice sparkly blush. Not blush, bronzer. So I'm just going to take this on an angled brush. You can't see that against the black background. So I'm just go ahead and take this on a angled brush. And I'm just going to pop this pretty much right over where I would apply blush, and also just kind of melting it together with my bronzer. For my highlighter, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Nicole Guerrero palette. I have never used this. I just got it. I'm so excited. It looks just so beautiful. So I haven't even used this at all. I haven't swatched it, but it looks incredible. So I'm excited to use this. I'm assuming that I'm gonna have to be like the lightest shade because I am see-through color. But I might actually mix it a little bit with this one right next to it, Glow Getter. So I'm gonna go in first with Glow Getter right on the tops of my cheekbones, and then maybe Forever Lit like right on the high point of my cheek. So I'm gonna take that on my highlight brush. This is the Morphe M510 brush. So again, just going in with Glow Getter. Oh, wow, that picks up a lot. Yikes. And I'm going to pop this. Oh my god, it's so pretty! Holy moly, that's a lot more intense than I was planning. That is okay. We will not need to go in with another highlighter because that is more than enough. So I'm just gonna go around like in a C shape around my brow here. I am glowing. Just gonna pop a little bit on my nose and right on my Cupid's bow. Holy glow, that is a lot. Holy glow is a new thing apparently. If you guys are wondering who I was talking to, my husband is sitting on the couch over there. Wanna say hi, Nicholas?
No.
Why? They love your vlogs.
Ooh.
You're so funny.
Because I'm the star.
It's because you're the star. He's the star, apparently.
Yep. Get the camera out of my face. All these paparazzi watching me.
Yeah?
Can't handle it.
Okay. Hang on, I forgot to grab my eyeliner, so I'll be right back. Found my liner. So this is the Smashbox Always Sharp liner in Sumatra. It's a dark chocolate brown color. Favorite liners. So I'm going to go ahead and line my waterline. I'm going to go back into the palette again and go ahead and pick up, I think it was called Risky, this shade right here, that like burgundy brown shade. And I'm going to take that on a nice small bullet brush. And I'm just going to type, what am I going to do, Christina? I'm just going to run that along my lower lash line. And to finish off the eyes, I'm going to go in with the Tarte Lifted Mascara. This is actually in a dark brown color, and I'm just going to pop this on my lower lashes. I'm going to have to rethink my lip color because I was actually going to wear this Maybelline liquid lipstick in the shade Heroin. I don't like that name. Number 25. But I'm just not sure if now I really love this color with this look yet. or if I should just do nude, because I went more intense on the eyes than I had planned. I wish I could ask you guys, but let me go see what nude I can find and then we'll decide. So I'll use that bright shade from Maybelline in my next tutorial maybe. So I've decided to go with the Stila Carmelo liquid lipstick, and I'm going to top it off with this Too Faced honey infused lip gloss. So it's just like a clear gloss, has like a little bit of gold reflex to it. I think it'll look really cute over this nude shade, and it will look good with the eyeshadows as well. But first we're going to go in with this lip liner from Milani in All Natural. You guys know that this is one of my favorites. I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. Once your lip liner is on, let's go ahead and go in with the Stila. Again, this is in the shade Carmelo. It's this beautiful nude color. I'm going to go ahead and let that sit and completely dry before I apply my lip gloss. So I went ahead and let that completely dry. So again, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced honey infused lip gloss and just use this as my lip topper. And you guys know the last step, I'm going to be using my Tarte Ready Set Radiant Spray. That's it, you guys. That completes this look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a comment down below letting me know what you'd like to see next. And until next time, I'll see you soon.